Oh my God, I'm making so many references and you're like, Demi Moore.
I think it's Demi Moore.
It's not Demi Moore.
Let's call Ashton Kutcher.
Get his phone number.
Dude, are you kidding?
I would not want to talk to Ashton Kutcher.
No, Ashton Kutcher is not in good graces with anybody right now.
That's what happens when you try to defend a rapist.
Not only that, dude, you saw he came out ahead of time to say Diddy's going to lie about me. Not a good look, bro.
Wild. It's
not
so
a good
so
look.
wild for a dude who also is trying to help a lot of sex trafficked kids.
Not a good look.
Crazy.
To be like, oh, by the way,
crazy.
If Diddy says something about me, I know what he would say, but it's not going to be real.
He was like 1, 2, 3, not it. Like,
yeah, dude.
Get the fuck out of here.
You can't come out that far ahead. And
dude.
Be like, yeah. And coupled with Danny Masterson's a good dude.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Really?
It just ruins. It's just fucking terrible, man. Like
it's a really tough look.
And he was in such a great eye of the public. He was doing so much for those trafficked kids and like trafficked humans. Like he was doing so much with police and the FBI and working together.
You know what it's like though?
It's a smoke screen.
It's like, look over here. Look over here.
It's a fucking smoke screen. That's what it was.
I was at Diddy's parties, but look over here. Look over here.
Yeah, it was a fucking smoke screen.
And by the way,
it was crazy.
Enough for the witch hunt of people who were just at the parties. Anybody who says in 2016, if Diddy invited him to a party, they wouldn't have been like, yeah, I'll fucking go to that.
Hey, man, LeBron was at Diddy parties.
Here's the deal. Once the baby oil come out, I'm sure you're like, oh, well, probably not for me.
Yeah,
but just the invite and just to go, anybody who's like, fuck him, he was at a Diddy party.
Hey, okay,
you're not being realistic.
Pause when I say this. I don't know how to say this. I have a Diddy story about being in proximity to Diddy, not at his house, but
proximity.
That's funny. No,
give me your proximity.
So I worked some Dan Bilzerian parties. Remember?
Yeah, Dan Bilzerian.
For those of you who don't know who Dan Bilzerian is,
he's friends with Demi Moore.
I don't think so.
No.
The girls he's friends with are much younger than Demi Moore. Much younger.
Okay.
He calls, anyway, so he had crazy house parties in the Hollywood Hills and I used to go work them. And there was one where I got a call on my walkie and it was like, hey, there's a Maybach downstairs with the headlights on. Somebody go find the key so we can turn it off. And I look downstairs and I go, are you talking about Diddy's Maybach that he brought in and parked and probably has the keys in his pocket? You want me to go up to Diddy and ask him for his Maybach keys as a caterer? Are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, just go get his keys so we can turn his lights off. I was like, how about you suck it? Because like, no. And then I went downstairs and they were like, here are some trash bags. We're going to tape some trash bags over Diddy's headlights on his Maybach. And I walked away. They're like, you're not going to help? I'm like, I'm not touching Diddy's Maybach. Why would you be putting trash bags over the lights of Diddy's Maybach? Like, why?
Yeah, but they just didn't like the lights? They were unsightly?
They were a little too bright. And I was like, dude, whatever. Like, why are we focused on, now probably should have been more focused on his car. I would have, now knowing that for sure, I would have put trash bags over his entire fucking but I remember that and they were like, you're not going to help? And I'm like, no, man. If Diddy sees you putting trash bags over his headlights, I want no fucking part in this goddamn scenario.
Yeah.
And they legitimately duct taped on his Maybach fucking cut up trash bags over his headlights. I was like, you guys are asking, he's never going to come back. Thank God. But like, he never came. I worked like 6 more parties after that. He never came back. Maybe he wasn't invited, but like, he never came back. He never wanted to come back.
Crazy.
Yeah, it was wild. I don't understand why.
Proximity
is pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I think people are. I also think like
The Bachelor's fake was where we were. I don't even know how we got to proximity.
I think people judging retroactively is pretty dumb. You know what I also think I find pretty dumb is that like when you see somebody online or like maybe a famous person online say something or feel like they're rude or we don't give anybody even a little grace to be human.
Yeah.
We've all said shit to people. I feel like I'm a real good person, dude. I have gone off on a few customer service people just because it was a bad day for me. It was a bad time in my life. And if you judged me from just that phone call or just that interaction, you'd be like, this dude is a fucking dick. And there was one time, dude, I went off on this American Airlines person.
I was in the room.
Off.
I know. I remember.
I called back the next day.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, hey, can you see who I spoke to? And they were like, yeah. I said, I don't want to talk to her, but can you just tell her apologies, bad day for me, really sorry. And I know that probably doesn't help, but like, because in the moment, I just was human. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
And so like, it's so weird that we from the sideline judge everybody for one or two things. Now, if you're at a Diddy party, that's a different thing. Like if you have proximity and you're like staying late at night and you got the baby oil, that's one thing. But if you just show up to a white party and you're out by 11:30, they were not, you know, the weird shit.
The diddling.
The diddlying was not happening from what I understand until late into the evening. But yeah,
from what you understand.
2016, dude, I'd have gone to a fucking Diddy party.
Hell yeah.
Are you kidding me?
The amount of people I would have been able to meet there?
Dude, I would have gone to a Diddy party.
Straight as a networking opportunity. Been like, yo, let's go fucking. Also, in 2016, I was 19 years old.
You definitely would have gone.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I definitely would have gone. As soon as they brought the baby oil out, I'd have been like, is this whole bottle for me? Because this probably isn't my thing.
Yeah.
I'll stay till 11:30, but when you guys break out the baby oil,
I'm out.
Yeah. Not for me.
No.
I've never been to a party and been like, you know, I can't wait till later till I lube up. I do.
Have you ever said that sentence?
I lube up?
No, I mean, like, have you ever had that thought about being excited to lube up?
I mean, that is a loaded question.
That was a loaded question.
I mean, I've lubed up before.
But not at a party.
No. I mean, it ended up being a party. Don't worry about it.
Gross.
Dude. So there's been a lot of talk about Jay-Z's connection with his proximity. What did we say? Proximity? Proximity?
Proximity. Took us a while to figure out.
About Jay-Z and his proximity. And I know that 50's been running around the country.
He's the funniest person.
He is pretty funny.
He is the funniest person. Like,
dude,
why? He's just so petty and just so.
It's so funny.
Oh my God.
Owns it. Can I, by the way,
that Ja Rule thing still for me, that concert he did to Ja Rule.
And we've talked about this before, but maybe one of the coolest things that your mom's claim to fame is that he sang the birthday song to her at dinner. Just me.
On her birthday.
On her birthday. Me, him, Chelsea, and your mom.
You need to find that video.
It was amazing.
You need to find the video.
But I will say this,
it's like the biggest flex.
It's so crazy. I will say this. I don't think there's any way that somebody like Jay wasn't at least, I'm not saying he participated, but wasn't at least offered wasn't at least offered the opportunity to join in. I'm not, and listen, dude, he might have been like, no, dude, that's fucked up. And he's not a snitch. And so he's not telling anybody, but I don't think you could ever tell me that he wasn't at least up to speed on what the fuck was going on.
Dude,
and a lot of people in that community, in the hip hop community, look, dude, there's no way that many people went to those parties and there wasn't a large group of people who weren't like, this is what goes down at Diddy.
100%. No, there's no way that if you were at those parties enough that you were not aware, at least aware of the potential activities. I agree 100%.
There's no way.
No, there's no fucking way. Like, honestly, was this before he got married? Before or after he got married? I mean, he was definitely there when he was married to Beyonce.
I don't know the years. I have no idea when he was married to Beyonce.
I think he married Beyonce in like 2013.
By the way, the best move he ever made as a businessman and as a person.
It kept him relevant.
Dude, marrying Beyonce.
Other than the fact that it's fucking Beyonce, like, fuck the business aside.
Yeah.
It's fucking Beyonce. Like, but also this is also the dude who cheated on Beyonce. So he hasn't made a lot of good life choices.
He cheated on Beyonce?
Are you fucking new? Yeah. He cheated. Yeah. Yeah. He fucked up the whole first part of their marriage. They had to get remarried because he fucked it up and cheated on her with some random ass bitch. Yeah. Maybe he had a Diddy party. Who knows?
Well, listen, dude, I think there's no doubt that there's so much. Look, you can't believe everything, right?
Right.
But when there's so much smoke around something, there's so much smoke around Usher. There's so much smoke around Justin Bieber. Not that Justin Bieber was at the parties, but that like there was some inappropriate shit that went down with Bieber and that whole crew.
Yeah, I mean, he was so.
This is what I'm saying, young.
Yeah.
But there's so much smoke, dude, that like it's, you know what it's like when okay, you can't believe everything. But it's like a stereotype.
Yeah.
Stereotypes don't come from nowhere. Right? Now, is every Asian person great at math? No, but enough
to where it's a stereotype.
Yeah. Right?
There's like I'm not good at math.
But you're half Jewish, half Asian and bad at math. That's a weird combo.
Good at drug math.
That's too bad. But
or really good. Up to you.
But you know what I mean?
Regular math don't make me money.
Like
You know what I'm saying?
there's so much smoke around it. Like there's no way Jay-Z has that access and doesn't know
100%,
what's happening.
100%. I think there's a select few people.
Do you think J-Lo knew?
I think J-Lo knows whatever the fuck she wants to know.
I don't know what that means.
You told me she was an alpha person.
She is a fucking straight. When I met her, dude, she alphaed me.
Yeah, 100%. That's what I'm saying. So
she alphaed me in a way nobody else has ever alphaed me.
boing.
Not like that. she shook my hand and
Yeah.
pulled me in and down.
Yeah.
And
so you were lower than her.
Yep. And kept eye contact. And I was like, hey, I'm Josh. And she just shook my hand firmly in and down and went, Jennifer. And I was like, fuck yeah. Okay.
Hello, Jennifer.
Yeah, dude. But do you think, because all the other women, maybe there seems to be some abuse or some shit.
100%. Look, I think a lot more people know about what was happening that are not speaking up. 100%.
What makes you accessory or culpable or?
I think also though there was a lot of smoke and mirrors that Diddy put up. He was like, "This is what's happening," when in reality there was something else completely happening.
Well, of course, dude.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. So
because when you have a white party and 2,000 people are there, the best way to prove nothing happened is that 1,980 of them were like, we were there and I was there till 2 a.m. and I didn't see any of that.
100%, 100%. So it's hard to get those people as accessories because they're like, well, we didn't know that this was happening. But there are going to be a select few people in that core circle who are going to have to be accessory and have to have known what's going on.
The people who had their name on a baby oil bottle. You know what I mean?
Sure, look,
you know, like 100% at camp when you're a kid and you have your thermos has your
yeah.
You think Jay-Z had his own
100%? Well, I think Jay-Z 100% knew what was happening.
Had to. I'm not saying he participated. No, had to know what happened.
Not at all. I mean, he was dumb enough to cheat on Beyonce. He might have been dumb enough to participate.
Yeah, dude. And like I said, I don't think Bieber participated, but there was obviously some weird shit.
Yeah, but Ashton Kutcher. Yeah, but honestly, I feel bad for Bieber.
Me too, dude.
Like he was put into this such crazy spotlight and
dude.
like sexualized at such a young age as a dude in the industry. Like
I think, dude,
like that when he's accepting an award and Pink is literally like or there's a 40-year-old white woman. I think it's Pink. Who was like grabbing onto him and like kissing him on the neck. And he goes, wow, I feel assaulted. And everyone thought he was joking. He was an 18-year-old kid accepting an award.
Yeah.
He got practically groped by a grown-ass woman.
I will say this, dude.
But it's not really, it's looked at differently because he's a fucking dude.
There are different rules for sure.
100%.
When I've told you this, dude, and you've seen it in the meet and greet lines, I have women grab my dick and grab my ass. And I'm like, what are you doing? And their basically attitude is, but you're a guy, you don't mind. I'm like, yeah, you can't just be walking around grabbing.
No, there was one. I remember I was taking photos of you with someone else, and there was a woman waiting to get into the next show, and she reached under the rope and grabbed my hamstring, and I turned around and she's giggling. I go, ma'am, do not fucking touch me. I go, I don't know what double standard or you think it's okay because you're drunk and that I'm a dude and I want to be grabbed. I was like, don't ever put your fucking hands on me. I don't care how old you are or what you think is funny or whatever double standard in society you think is okay. If you touch me inappropriately, you're going to fucking hear it. I don't care, man or woman. I will. Man, you're going to get slapped. Woman, I'm going to slap you verbally.
I don't
100%.
react like that because I'm not Gen Z.
No, but like, it's setting boundaries, man.
Yeah, I know.
It's some double standard bullshit. Nah, fuck all that generational bullshit.
Yeah,
like,
I know, but I don't.
No.
I'm just like, hey, don't do that.
But also, you know what I mean? You have to keep a more professional standpoint.
No, I don't. But I'm just like,
okay. Well,
look, nobody's perfect, and everybody walks in the constructs of what they think is okay.
Sure,
and you just gotta be like, hey, don't do that. But you don't gotta be like, I'm standing up for my rights as a fucker.
No, I'm gonna educate you on not to fucking touch me like that. Like, if you say, hey, don't do that, they're gonna be like, oh no, it's all right. But if I tell you, hey, don't fucking put your hands on me, you're gonna be like, oh, okay, my bad. Like, no, it's not a sense of that. I'm gonna say it how I'm gonna say it because I want my point to get across and want you to know that I'm not fucking around. And I'm not kidding. Don't put your hands on me. Like, fuck it being Gen Z. I don't like that because that's dumb. It's not a generational thing.
Yeah, dude. I just mean I don't. I wouldn't go out of my way to make them feel. I would just be like, hey, that's not.
Oh, I would.
Yeah, I would.
I would.
I would.
I would.
I would.
I would.
I wouldn't.
I think you said I would.
I wouldn't.
You would.
Wouldn't.
I would.
Wouldn't.
I would.
Would not.
I would.
Wouldn't.
I would.
Would. Hey, if you like this podcast you just watched, you're going to love the one I'm popping up in your face right now. Check it out.